Welcome to AWO, the show featuring two comedians getting nostalgic and tackling life's toughest question, are we old? Here's your hosts, Mike Fenoya and Charles McBee.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Are We Old? See, you got me singing the intros now.
Dude, it's fun to do. Feels nice, doesn't it?
It does. It feels a little nice.
I enjoyed it.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, well then sing a song, my man.
Sing a song. I just went into like a Negro spiritual just now. Welcome to another episode of Are We Old? I am Charles McBee, along with my good buddy,
Mike Fenoya. Hello, everybody. I'm the good buddy.
That's right. Thank you so much for always tapping in with us. We missed a week last week because we were on the road.
Road dogging it.
But we are back, baby. Call us. Let us know how much you missed us. 478-420-0690. And also hit us up on the Gmails, on the interwebs, all right? Are We Old Podcast and IG at Are We Old. What's up, bud?
Hey, man.
What's happening?
The road. We both been doing it, man.
I was just in Portland, Maine. Shout out to Portland, Maine. I was there at the Empire Comedy Club. Shout out to everybody at Empire. They were great. It's a great club up there. If you're around in that area, you should go. And and I had Leah Bonema with me, featuring.
Hilarious.
She graced
good friend.
the stage. She graced me with her presence, and it was a good time.
Nice,
good
dude.
times.
Yeah, Portland's it's a cool spot. Maine is such like a New England. I grew up in New England, so
Right.
I'm like, I love it. But that's a good time of year to be up there.
Yeah.
It's nice and like little crisp.
Crisp. It was very crisp.
A little nip.
It was a lot of nip in the air.
A lot of
the
cable
nips were
knit.
tucked.
The nips were tucked. The
Because it
tucks
was
were
nipped
nipped.
in
And you
the
got
air.
those cable knit sweaters and wool hats
Yeah.
and, a couple of crunchy leaves on the ground. Everyone's drinking pumpkin spice coffee now.
Oh, it was pumpkin spiced out, baby.
Dude, something about New England with this like end of the beginning when fall hits, Dunkin' Pumpkin comes out of the faucet, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody in New England is like pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. It's weird that like I kind of want to like tap them on the shoulder and go like, that's not how pumpkin tastes.
Now, don't be that guy, Mikey.
It's hard not to be.
Don't be that guy.
The shark tongue popper of balloons. Yeah, it is very, everyone goes, let me get pumpkin. And I'm like, it's syrup that you were told tastes like, what it does is it tastes like a pumpkin candle smells. That's what it is.
Well, that's everything.
I know.
Like strawberry.
Don't ruin Starburst.
Starburst. That's not what
I have
strawberry
selective
tastes like.
anger about things because I like strawberry. I know they're not pushing a fruit.
Why do these Skittles not taste like?
Yeah, I know. But pumpkin is like, God, if you were really eating pumpkin, it's just like the guts. You ever see the guts of a pumpkin?
I don't even think I've ever actually eaten pumpkin. No, I've had pumpkin
pie.
Was it? No, it wasn't a pie. I had pumpkin cake. My roommate, shout out to my roommate, also named Mike.
Hey, good guy.
Back in college. His mom would bake pumpkin cake, and it was delish.
Okay, awesome. It sounds fantastic.
But I never had pumpkin pie.
You have never had pumpkin pie
No.
in your entire lifetime.
No.
We're
not a pumpkin pie. We're not a pumpkin people. We're a pecan pie or sweet potato pie. We're not a pumpkin.
Can I ask you about your sweet potato pie?
Yeah.
Does it have the same like kind of consistency? Have you seen pumpkin pie?
Do
you know what it
in
looks
like the store? Yeah.
Yeah, but so
and
it's
it looks kind of like a sweet potato pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a consistency thing. You just haven't.
Dude,
you gotta try it. Are you breaking my balls right now? You have eaten pumpkin pie.
No, I am breaking your balls. I was gonna say it's kind of like the Goonies. It just never. it just hasn't appeared.
But I'm being more like I'm not going. Holy shit! Oh my god! Hey, I'm not gonna judge if you haven't eaten pumpkin pie. As a friend, what I was thinking was how neat. I get to introduce Charles to pumpkin pie for the first time. Do you like
No.
Ready whip?
I'm not a whipped
You're not a
cream-
Cool Whip guy?
Not a Cool Whip guy.
Are you a scoop of vanilla bean
Sure.
next to your pie?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to take care of this.
Okay.
Pumpkin stuff I do love.
Yeah.
Okay? Listen. I do my coffee black, no sugar.
Okay.
I'm a tough guy.
Yeah.
That's how I like my coffee. The bitterer, the betterer.
Uh-huh.
I don't like all this jazzy crap in my coffee. I don't need sprinkles in my coffee. I don't need foamy. That's what are we doing here? We having dessert or we got to poop?
I just picked them up from a construction site
That's
before
right.
we we got here.
I want my cup of coffee, my cigarette, my bagel. No, I like my coffee, whatever. However, pumpkin stuff.
Yeah.
I love it all year round. And my wife makes this amazing pumpkin bread, and she'll put little chocolate chips in it here and there, and I'll do it with a oatmeal crumble topping.
Oh.
Oh my God! Well, I'll bring one.
It sounds delish.
But pumpkin pie, dude, we always had it on Christmas. Pumpkin pie is like one of my favorites, and I'm a pie guy.
Mm-hmm.
You give me a choice for the rest of my life, pie or cake, I'm going pie.
Oh, a few birthdays ago, shout out to Gotham Comedy Club. But they were doing. It was my birthday. I think I had a show on my birthday. I think that's what it was. And they knew. Some of the staff knew it was my birthday coming up. But they also know me, and so instead of getting me a cake, they got me a pie, because they know if I had a choice, I like pie more than I eat
How
cake.
did they know that?
I think they asked my sister. Shout out to Steph.
A lot of shout outs in this episode.
Yeah.
And I'd like to shout out your sister for, letting them know.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if they would know how to reach anybody in my family.
Well, my sister used to work at Gotham.
Yeah, well, I know.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool, though.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think if they were like, hey, can we have your wife's number?
You're right.
I'd be like,
"Oh,
okay.
what's going on here?" So, yeah.
That's cool. So what kind of pie did they get you?
I think they didn't know exactly what kind, but it was great. I think they just got me a standard apple. I love apple pie. I'm an American boy.
You are an American boy. But I think pumpkin should be in your repertoire. And maybe it could be something that you could bring back to the McBee holiday.
Yeah.
And go, look what I learned in the Big Apple. Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin
It's
pie.
delicious, bro.
I believe you.
It really is. And I like the consistency. It's got like a bit of like a wobbly gelatinous kind of, not gelatinous, but it's not, just the thing that's difficult about a peach pie, an apple pie, a cherry pie, when you got kind of like a gooey, fruity middle, cutting the first piece and distributing it to
forget about it.
You're kind of taking a bullet when you have the first slice of a pie.
Yeah.
I
actually enjoy the fruity more than because even with the sweet potato pie and the pecan pie, it's always been a staple in, Black households. But I never went for it. It was never like something that I personally indulged in. So even pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, it was just always decoration to me. It was just always there, and then everybody else dug in. But I never was like, I was always like, oh, is that a cherry cobbler or a cherry pie? Or is this like, I like a fruit.
I love a fruit
kind of pie.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
I like apple fillings. I like all of that. Yeah.
You know what? Two things. I like a consistency. Shout out to my mother-in-law for having every holiday that we do. She has a nice homemade, the size of a backboard apple pie.
Yeah.
And she does the crossing over, like the pie. She makes it herself. And she gets me
the kind you put on a windowsill.
Oh, the kind that you put on a windowsill and a bear from the woods comes and smells it and eats it. Yes. Yeah. And then I don't do dairy, but some dairy I do, some I don't. I don't do ice cream. But she gets me non-dairy coconut milk vanilla bean. I like hot with cold. I like the mix of hot so it burns the roof of your mouth, apple filling, and then you put out that fire with a nice scoop of ice cream.
Yeah.
Nothing beats it.
Great.
That was the first thing I wanted to tell you. Second thing I wanted to tell you. Writing room, Impractical Jokers, season 5 and 6. We used to do Friday Pie Day.
Friday Pie Day.
So what we would do...
That would get me in trouble.
Buddy, it was so great because what happened was we kind of alternated, right? And everybody would look up the different pie shops and bakeries in the 5 boroughs. So there, we were going to this like amazing place in Brooklyn for pies. We were going to like, you know, the Lower East Side for pies. We were doing like all these different places. There are so many phenomenal bakeries and pie shops in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, in Queens. And everyone would bring in, and we would all have a piece.
That's great.
And then we would like kind of do a little bit of like a recap on the pies. And we would like judge them and whatever, rank them. But dude, there were some that were just like apple peach, peach blueberry, like these hybrid ones. Like I'm not a fan of custards. I love coconut, but coconut custard pie was like a little bit too wet out there for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm an American boy as well.
There you go.
But I've never had sweet potato pie.
Maybe we could do a cultural exchange.
This is how things get solved.
That's right. You see?
Pie.
We're bringing America together.
Come here. Black and white.
There we go.
Pie, pumpkin and sweet potato. Let's do this.
Yep.
Let's fix this country.
Boom.
There it is.
There we go.
You see that, people? It's not that hard.
Speaking of black and white.
Uh-oh.
We're coming up on Halloween season.
I was thinking about the things that we're thinking about talking about, and I'm like, okay, I think I know where this is going. What era? Okay. Halloween.
This is, and look, I can say that, you know, I won't start off by saying I don't think that this video gets the respect it deserves. Obviously, it does, but the further away we get from when it came out, I think it gets talked about less and less, and I don't think it should.
What video may this be?
This video, music video, if for kids out there, a music video was. This music video is one of the greatest music videos of all time, from one of the greatest, if not the greatest, one of the greatest albums of all time, the biggest album of all time, Thriller, Michael Jackson.
MJ, Black or White.
Black or White.
Which was a song and his pigment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just what it was.
Amazing video.
This.
It's just in something on the wall.
It's very great.
You start to scream.
There we go.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
it, Mikey.
dude. It's so, the video out of this world.
It's
Game changer.
It was absolute game changer. Back at a time where, you know, especially for, you know, black artists, like MTV was hating on black artists. Michael Jackson came and completely revolutionized, changed the game. But this music video in particular, I remember when I was a kid, my parents, they had a little bit of trepidation on whether or not they wanted to allow me to watch the music video because they thought I was going to be afraid of it. And I'd be in front of that TV, that floor model TV, just, there we go.
Yeah, dude, you weren't afraid.
Oh, what?
It gave you you caught the bug.
Michael Jackson Thriller, even to this day, when you go back and watch it, I mean, from the choreography, from just the concept, from the song, obviously, it's a fun time. It holds up. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, it was the biggest thing for the 80s. No, today, it's still, I mean, the choreography, like everything is phenomenal.
Vincent Price.
Oh, my God.
Vincent Price narrating the beginning, the end, like totally tying it together at the end. And that voice was the scariest part to me.
Iconic, bro.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
That was like the weirdest voice, and it was like all the creaky noises and the whole thing. Like, I love how much they just leaned in.
Yeah.
On Halloween, on everything. And that's a song, if it came on 4th of July, you're dancing while you're lighting your fireworks.
There you go.
This wasn't a Christmas song that only gets played from day after Thanksgiving to, you know, Christmas Eve.
Right.
Thriller rocked 12 months out of the year.
It's one of those.
Oh, God, dude. It was so cool. And when you watch the making of stuff, that's a wormhole to dive right into. Mikey, are you able to bring it up by any chance? The Thriller, the video? Yeah. When you watch like the making of stuff, that is so fascinating to me that it was like how many hours in makeup, how much like the choreography and how everybody like had to get it right on perfect. And he was a perfectionist.
And this is obviously before CGI. There was no just, oh, I'm going to get in front of a computer, just make it. Like, I honestly believe we need to go back to like practical effects. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care whatever they were doing in the 80s, go back to that.
I wish that
That looks
happen.
more realistic than the crap they put out today. Now it's just lazy, like, I don't know what.
Isn't it funny?
Tennis balls and green screens.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
It is kind of wild how fake it all looks now.
Yeah.
And it's not happening. Like,
Right.
I mean, there were movies around like, like Born Identity and like those types of movies where it's like, all right, there's no way that this is possibly like a real, obviously, car chase, but like that at least looked believable.
Yeah.
But from that point on, it was all just getting to like, this is total garbage, dude. It's just ridiculous. Everything that happened in that video, and when you watch it all go down, like it was just so neat to like watch the whole thing, like in how the process and like coming out of the ground,
All
and the
of it.
steam and everything. Due to my strong personal convictions, I wish to stress that this film in no way endorses a belief in the occult. If you could stop for a sec, that's what's wild about this, is that this is the 80s where you had to go, I promise I'm not a devil worshiper.
Right.
That was what was the big fear, was that like, oh my God, he worships the devil.
Yeah. Because, back then you didn't want to get in trouble with,
Because
like,
the church would go, do not air this anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. Man. Yeah, everything about this, even the
Dude,
storyline.
the date in the beginning, and they're wearing their like 50s,
Right.
like, oh man, it's just so awesome.
Yeah, this whole
he
this
starts
whole
to-
vibe, man.
Right here is where it's like, go, run away, and he knows that like he's, oh,
Yeah. And she was a cutie pie.
yeah,
forget
she
her-
absolutely
I
was.
forget her name. But
Look at how scary.
I mean, even though you can go, oh, it was the 80s, this looks wonky, it actually looks amazing still. Like,
Now-
just even the, even though it looks like it was done in the 80s.
I
still
have a
looks great.
question.
Yeah.
What came first, Teen Wolf or Thriller?
That's a good question.
Mike, do you know the answer to that?
You have to pull that up.
What came first, Teen Wolf or Thriller? Because I'm feeling a lot of like, I'm seeing both in one thing here. You know what I mean? Like, look at the way that
Teen Wolf was 1985.
Thriller came out in 1982.
Oh,
Was first.
okay. Because look at,
85.
I mean, literally, if you were to do a screen by screen, like that
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
Teen Wolf.
So
Just the
Michael J.
jacket.
Fox has Michael Jackson.
Michael J.
has Michael
action.
J. to
Yeah.
thank.
The same jacket, the same
Same.
color. The Beavers was the team he played on.
Mhm.
That's like the same like varsity jacket.
Yep.
What a rip!
What a rip. And then just
Thro-
goes straight into the
And then
thing.
he just starts to groove the F out. Oh, it's just so cool, dude.
So great.
In the movies and everything. Yeah, wild stuff, dude.
Yeah.
And it was really, really awesome. We had the album, of course, and the video. Did you own a copy of like the
I
video
didn't-
on VHS or something?
No, but I taped it.
You
like,
taped it off the
yeah, taped
TV.
it off the TV.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it was so long too
Oh my God,
for that
crazy.
time.
Yeah.
It was a mini film. It was a short film.
It really was. It was a short,
It was a short.
which nowadays would be a long,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Like Thriller. Now, as with everything,
Yeah.
that's awesome. It gets bastardized now. Here's Grumpy Mike.
Here's
old man.
Grumpy Mike.
Here's old man soapbox, black coffee, and
There we go. No pumpkin spice
no
here.
pumpkin spice here. Now on TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff, stories,
hmm
you see people kind of redoing Thriller.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, and it ain't good.
Oh, that's not.
I mean, they're doing, it's the,
what
how
are they
they're just-
doing? Like the dances and
yeah,
stuff? Oh,
but it's just, they like kind of flash mob it, middle of the street,
Oh.
start doing whatever, and then play the music and stuff.
yeah.
But it's not what it's such a when you see. I mean, that's like I'm gonna try to sing opera. No,
Yeah.
that's a masterpiece.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. Here's how I feel. I don't get grumpy with it, but I also don't have any expectations from it. I go, oh, that's cute. Like it's just you're
Yes.
never gonna. It's like, oh, you're doing a flash mobby version. It's like when somebody does like a show tuney version of like a Whitney Houston song. You're just like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, pump the brakes.
Oh, alrighty.
And you know what it is? I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not upset because I'm not making anything off of Thriller, but there's something I thoroughly enjoy about hating things. It's just
Yeah,
go
on.
I enjoy. Okay,
Say more.
I do some reaction stuff there where I see a family dancing and I
Mm-hmm.
know it's fake and the kids don't want to be there, but it's all because the mom didn't, her dreams didn't come true.
Right.
So they have to do some silly dance. And I react to it because I know there are other people like me that go, I hate fake happiness. I hate fake enthusiasm. There's just something so like nauseatingly false about it.
Yeah.
That it brings me joy to dislike
To call it out.
Not even, yes, to call it out, but also calling it out alone in my house. My
Ah.
dog thinks I'm crazy because
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my phone and I go, yeah, right. And then I just like roll through. But there's an abundance of garbage
Yeah.
out there now that's so fun to hate. And again, I don't have an expectation. Like, I don't expect every video to be a close-up of like a puppy eating ice cream and you could hear it. And
And
it's
you're like, fake.
fake. That dog's not eating. That dog hates ice cream.
What's going on?
I just yell at it. But when it's just, some stuff that's like, it's just bogus, I can't help but hate on it.
Yeah,
but I
totally.
love it because I know there are other people out there that are hating.
There's
on
a
it, too.
community for everything. There's
Yes.
a community of
But here's
people
my
who
thing.
like to hate.
Charles, if I could
Nonsense.
change that in me, I would. But I can't. I am's who I am, as I think Bugs
am's
Bunny once
who
said.
I am.
So why not ride it out and just I'm happy they're happy. I just hate that they're happy.
Well, are they happy though?
I
Because
don't-
according to you,
I don't think they are.
they're full of crap.
I don't think they are because it's like, Michael Jackson made this video and he knew this is going to be a game changer. It's going to be epic. And he didn't have to sit and watch comments, right?
Oh, yeah.
These people now
Yeah.
that do their little like whatever in front of the phone, they post it for likes and comments and shares and all that. So little inside baseball for everybody. You post something and then you kind of check it and you go, how's it doing? It could be doing better. The thing you made, now you hate because it didn't get the love it deserves.
Uh-huh.
And it's just a silly thing. So a lot of it is phony baloney to me. I saw some video of like a woman like jumped out of her car while it was running and like danced down the street. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing? And I just go like, nah, really? Like this is what you're gonna. God bless. Hey, if it rings those lofty bells,
Listen,
ring-a-ling-ling.
ring-a-ling-ling.
But what I'm gonna do is be honest about my feelings about it.
Nothing wrong with
Because
that.
I think for every one person that looks at that and goes, oh, how nice she's dancing outside of her car, there's 10 of us going, ugh. So I'll be the spokesperson for the grumpy.
They need a leader. Somebody's got to do it.
Get behind me. Do you remember when there was one set of footprints in the sand? That's when I was carrying you all.
Mhm.
Old grumpy Mike.
Hey, not all heroes wear capes.
No, some of us just react to bullshit on the internet. But no, I think like, were you ever scared of it? Was
No,
it something
never.
that was
I knew it was brilliant the first time I laid eyes on it. It was an epic, amazing thing. John Landis, who at the time or my early years was my favorite director.
Mhm.
I mean, he had talk about a run.
My God, I know.
Sheesh.
I know. He had
Uh,
the keys to the kingdom at that point.
Oh yeah, he was incredible, and so you just couldn't go wrong. And Mike was great about that. He was great about working with who's the best of the best. Oh, Quincy Jones, yeah, get him in here. Oh, John Landis, get him in here. Like,
And what an era for his music, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, we all know what happened to him. But God,
yeah,
what an awesome, whew, what a run he had.
yeah, man, run. Yeesh.
Before then, he,
Yeah.
and then we learned about all the other crap.
Yeah, well, it is
Things
what it is.
happen.
You can't be that great
And
not
be
have
normal. And be normal.
There you go.
You're right. You're right. With genius comes
There you go.
some pretty bad sicknesses,
Mhm.
which I'm glad I'm not a genius. You know?
There says Kanye West.
So let me ask you this on the topic of scary. What would you say your favorite scary Halloween-y kind of movie was? And it didn't have to be scary, but it's just like, what was your favorite, like, in that, like, I'm not a big horror movie guy, like Saws and like those type of,
Yeah.
I'm talking our classics, like old days.
Oh, easy. I don't know about favorite, but I watched it. So I guess it counts because it scared the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the greatest of all time to me. It's the GOAT. Freddy Krueger.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street to me. And of course you had The Exorcist before, which is its own, iconic thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Nightmare on Elm Street goes down as the greatest.
The music was like, ugh.
It was the thriller of horror films.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get any more iconic of a horror character and film than Freddy Krueger. And for me too, I'm not a big monster in real life guy. Like
in real life.
Michael Myers, I'm not afraid or even as a kid, I was never afraid Michael Myers was gonna like chase me down the street. I was never afraid that Jason was hiding in my closet.
You never had those fears.
Never.
So if you were walking down the street in the fall alone to go home, street lights are on, crisp in the air, and you heard a noise.
Never.
You never thought you were going to turn around and see a hockey mask and a chainsaw.
No, I think I was getting robbed or something. But like, no, I never thought that. The only times I was afraid, so like super afraid, was Freddy Krueger, and that was because Freddy Krueger didn't deal with the real world. It dealt with in here.
The dream world.
The dream world. And that's where the brilliance comes in. Because, yeah, you can go to sleep and some demon comes and like sucks you in and kills you. Like that, I was totally on board with. I was like, oh, I'm never going to sleep again. Because anything can happen in the dreams. And here's the thing. When you think about something like that and you're afraid of something like that and then you go to sleep, you're going to dream it.
Yeah.
So now the actual thing is actually happening, which is the plot of the whole. It was
and you know what? That's what happened with me. I watched it. I wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Slept over a friend's house.
Of course,
we
that's how it
watched
always starts.
Of course. And I couldn't sleep. So I walked home and I got in the house. And my mom's like, what are you doing back? And I'm like, I can't sleep. I have to be honest with you. We watched Nightmare on Elm Street. I told you not to watch that. And I go, if I go to sleep, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I go, so I'm just going to play Nintendo for a while, And she's like out. Like she was like so tired. She's like, just be quiet. And I just played
with your
Zelda.
black coffee.
Yeah, I'm like 9 years old drinking my thermos of Sanka.
Oh, my coffee black.
I'm pouring black coffee on Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
But it got me, and I was terrified of all of those creature thingies, like the scary, like Michael Myers. I was afraid of Freddy Krueger. I was afraid of like the Halloween. The Hellraiser?
Oh, Hellraiser,
like
yeah.
the nails coming out of his face and stuff. Even a tiny bit, like. I mean, Sloth in the beginning of Goonies was like a little bit of a jarring whatever, but it just was unexpected. What scared the pants off me was Clockwork Orange.
Well, yeah.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now. Like movies with crazy noises and stuff like were really weird. My favorite Halloween movie of all time is Monster Squad. Are you familiar?
I'm not familiar.
Oh, Pumpkin Pie and Monster Squad, dude. It's coming up. Monster Squad was a group of kids started a club called the Monster Squad because their town got taken over by Dracula, the Wolfman, the Sea Monster, Frankenstein, a mummy.
This sounds like loads of fun.
Oh, dude. And they had this scary German guy who lived in a like old abandoned, like an old Victorian house.
Yeah.
And he knew the stories of like this. The monsters came back through this portal to get the amulet. It was like this like powerful amulet thing. And Dracula was the leader of the bad guys. Frankenstein became friends with the main character, kind of a knockoff of Mikey from Goonies. I tend to like movies about gangs of kids running around the streets, and the little sister, cute little, like kind of like a poor man's Drew Barrymore. No offense to her and whoever she is, but she becomes friends with Frankenstein, and Frankenstein was like scary.
But I feel like Frankenstein would be, of all the monsters, he's the one that, because He's the one you feel empathetic for. 'Cause
He's a human. Yeah.
he was created. He's not even Frankenstein.
No, the doctor was
The doctor
Frankenstein.
was Frankenstein.
People don't even know his name.
No, he's just like, I didn't do anything. I'm not trying to.
And he ended up becoming part of the kids' gang,
Yeah.
you know? And they made business cards at school and like all this crazy stuff. And they made silver bullets in metal class. Like, dude, it's a fun movie. And they had a song made.
But it scared you.
There were moments where Dracula. See, the thing I always freaked out about was like, you know, when like they show the character and then behind him out of the shadows lurks like the Dracula head and whatever. And that's when I would kind of get like, because I always, if I had to take the garbage out or the dog out in the middle of the night, there was always something hiding in the backyard. And I always had to run inside because like there was like around the fence was like the wolf man or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my brain was like, you know, playing tricks on me. But that movie wasn't scary. It was fun. And it was like a really cool movie to see as a kid. If you could watch I bet you can watch it on like YouTube for free now or something. But you don't remember like the kick him in the nards. He goes, Wolfman's got nards. Like that whole, it was like a whole, like one of the first like quotable things I remember from my childhood.
Oh, I gotta watch.
There was a chubby kid that was part of the gang. Of course, there's always. And he kicked Wolfman square in the dork. And then he goes, Wolfman's got nards. It's like a big, huge scene in the movie.
Oh.
But anyway,
All right, I gotta check it out.
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
Fantastic movie. Maybe I'm the only one that's ever seen it.
It might be one of those cult classics. I don't remember it being on the radar, but I have to check
Monster Squad. We're the Monster Squad.
it out. It sounds like a fun ride.
Oh,
sounds
dude.
Like
I think that you would really get a kick out of it.
honorable mention. It scared me because I think mostly because I was a kid, so it did scare me as a kid. Child's Play. Were you a Child's Play?
So scary.
Yeah.
Chucky?
Chucky.
Whoa,
Shout out to Chucky.
You looked at your toys differently.
It sounds so silly now as an adult.
Yeah.
But watching that as a kid was like the scariest ish. It was just like.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, it was terrifying. A demon possessed
a toy
doll.
And then you're looking at your like
my buddy, like, hey, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, are you my buddy?
Yeah, are you really? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a terrifying one. And then did you ever happen to see the movie Cat's Eye?
Cat's Eye. No, you got these cuts.
So
man.
Cat's Eye is a Stephen King movie.
Okay.
And it's 3 movies in one.
Shout out to Stephen King, Maine native.
Yes.
I think Portland, Maine. No, maybe not. But
no,
Maine.
I think he's out in the woods.
He's out in the sticks, but yeah.
It's 3 movies in one, and all of them involve a cat. So that's like the throughput of the whole thing.
The only movie I saw with cat as a kid was this movie called Cat Eyes. That was adult rated, and I wasn't supposed to watch.
No, not that one.
No, Cat Eyes 1, 2, and 3.
Cat Eyes does Dallas.
yeah.
This one, there's one part of this movie that always terrified me. Drew Barrymore, young kid, her parents are like, go to bed. She goes to bed. She hears a noise in the bedroom, and there's this little troll, like a little green, little scary little dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's running around the floor, and you could hear the.
Yeah.
And she's looking around, whatever, and she falls asleep. I might be getting this wrong. The cat is chasing this little demon, this little gargoyle-y thing around. The little gnome, crawls up on her chest and starts to steal her breath.
Oh.
So you see her air leaving her like mouth and lungs and whatever, and like she's like choking in her sleep. And that always got me like claustrophobic.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
And then the cat jumped up, and like, so the cat fights this little demon guy, and it was like, I loved it. But then when I went to bed, I was like, there's a little dude running around in my room. He had like a little sword that like the parents found later and whatever. It was wild.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. Little like vignette short stories and stuff. But I always was a fan of like The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, like Washington Irving, The Headless Horseman, and all that stuff. Like there's
the classics.
There's an old classic one of those where Jeff Goldblum plays Ichabod Crane. And he's like the Headless Horseman, or I'm sorry, the school teacher that gets like haunted by the Headless Horseman and all that. And it's a really, really cool. It's like Jeff Goldblum as like a teenager.
But is he still Jeff Goldblum?
Very Jeff
as a teenager.
Yes,
even
like,
as a teen.
Yeah, very interesting. It was really neat, really neat. What are some of your favorites, folks? What were your Halloween fearful movies and things that would get you losing sleep? areoldpodcast@gmail.com. Before we wrap, we got a call in, and the question asked, what was our favorite, when you're dumping out the Halloween, your barrel, your basket, what was your favorite candy? If you saw it, you were like, I'm going for that first.
I mean, look, I'm a 90s. My formative years was the 90s, so it was pretty commercial stuff. Snickers.
That was your favorite, yeah.
You know, mini Twix, all that kind of stuff. You couldn't go wrong. Yeah, it was between that or like the little Skittles
bags of
packet.
Skittles.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
I like the little peanut M&M bags because you were getting like 10 things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
But Snickers were I would take all the little Snickers and throw them in the freezer. And then just find them like 6 months later or whatever. Those were always good.
Yeah, it was always it was a good pumpkin pail.
Pumpkin pail.
You can't beat the classic pumpkin pail.
No, you can't. It was great.
Yeah.
And you can't beat the hard plastic mask that smelled funny.
Of course not. No.
With the little teeny brace elastic that held it on your head.
And it sliced the back of your head.
It hurts.
Of course.
But you had to keep it on.
I had to keep it on. Speaking of pumpkin, I'll end on this. We did have pumpkins in our house because we would do the jack-o'-lanterns and I would cut them like my dad and stuff. And it would be the pumpkin guts and all that. But we never made it into anything. It was just wasted pumpkin.
That's it. You were just like...
He would scoop it out and we would make the face and, put the candle in and blah, blah, blah. But I don't recall anyone ever going, hey, we're going to make pumpkin pancakes. It was just like, get this pumpkin crap out of here.
You know what we did? And it was, in theory, maybe fun, but it was stupid.
Threw pumpkin at each other?
Threw pumpkin at each other. Oh. No. My mother would take a roasting like a roasting tray, and we would sprinkle the pumpkin seeds on the roasting tray, and she would cover it with like olive oil and salt, and we would bake the pumpkin seeds, and they would become crispy little.
Oh,
it just ended up being like. Dave Attell has a great joke about how trail mix is like homework.
Oh, yeah.
There's just too much things going on, you know? Yeah. That's what it felt like. It was fun for 2 or 3 times, and then you're like yanking crap out of your teeth. One last thing about pumpkins.
Yeah.
Those little candy pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
With the green tops. Yes. Those were great.
You know what? Yes, I liked those as a kid.
Those were...
my head would probably explode if I ate one of them today.
Yeah.
But back then, I was chomping those down.
And then there were like those candy corns.
Of course.
The candy corn and candy pumpkins.
Candy corn is like a classic. And there's some people who are anti-candy corn. And I was like, we can't vibe because I was very big. Those were seasonal for me. It was like around the holiday season. If you pulled out candy corn in July, I'd be like, what's going on here?
Yeah, dude, yeah. That's see something, say something.
Yeah. But yeah, around that time, it was, those little pumpkins,
When you went to someone's house and they had a candy dish of candy corn out, you became my favorite neighbor.
It was a good time.
Now I look at that and go, how many hands have been in that?
Oh, well, you're not in a dish.
No.
Not naked candy.
Never.
In a dish today.
On that note, enjoy, go eat some candy, and stay young.
Peace.
Peace.